everybody, Exeter-Rider here. This is a video about how to apply ACF-50 and my way of doing it and what I think is probably the best way. Hello YouTube, Exeter-Rider here. This is a quick video on how I apply ACF-50. For those of you that don't know about it, it's ACF basically stands for Anti-Corrosion formula. If you haven't used it before, it's well worth putting on your bike. It makes it last so much longer and brings it up nice as well. So this is how I do it, and I'll run you through it and also show you the best way to spray it onto the bike. I put it on different than everyone else. Some people use a compressor. I know TMF done a video. Well, he's done two actually, but we won't go into that. He done two videos on how to apply this stuff with a compressor. I do it a different way, and the reason being is that, well, basically I use a HVLP sprayer, which stands for high volume at low pressure spray kit. So this is how it works. If I get the gun, you pour the contents of the ACF-50 in there. You don't need a lot in here because the ACF-50 atomizes within the gun and it goes out on a fine blast. Okay, screw that onto there and then plug this one in here. Okay, so I'm using the Urboa one, which is basically a screw-fix brand. I think it was about £80 when I brought it. That was a couple of years ago now. So it's probably gone up a bit, but I use it for a lot of things, spraying fences and all sorts. So, but if you put the contents of the ACF-50 in there, then you've got this module here, which basically all the wires and this coil rows up into. And basically just got a start button. Sounds very much like a Hoover, and basically you can start spraying. You get a lot of coverage with this as well. You don't get much wastage, which is good, and it's ever so quick. And of course, with it being a spray gun, you can get right into those awkward places, like underneath the engine block and above the engine block as well. You can spray up underneath under the tank. I'm not going to talk whilst I'm doing this outside. I'll just show you how to do it and then put some tags up on what I'm doing. You can buy it in bottle form like this. Obviously the more you buy, the cheaper it is. I personally buy 2 of these bottles at a time. Okay, so just look on Amazon, or I found the best place to buy it was on Amazon. I buy 2 bottles at a time. You can also get a spray gun as well, as in a conventional spray gun like you use for your household cleaner. Does the job, but it's more messy, and it tends to start dripping and you end up in a right old mess. You have to sort of wipe it off. Also, do remember when you're spraying this stuff that it is an oil. It's a little bit like WD-40, so make sure you cover up the wheels well, and any way where you don't want oil, such as the brake discs and the calipers. Alright, because one little squirt on the caliper of this, and believe me, it's hard to get rid of it, and you'll take your bike out after doing it for the first time, and you won't be stopping as quick as what you normally do, so be very careful with that. Also, you do need to make sure that the bike is cleaned before you start doing this process. Right, I'll get straight on with it and I'll start spraying the bike. I do this about 3 times a year, normally before I lay it up for winter. I mean, to be honest, I normally only lay my bikes up for about 4 weeks anyway, 4 or 5 weeks. But it's good to have this stuff soaking in, like I say, over the course of the next few days, that the bike will start to shine again and look like new. For all these other places which you can't spray, such as around these little hexagon nuts on the brake disc there, you can just soak some ACF-50 into a rag and just wipe over it, obviously keeping away from the disc there. And then at least the whole bike is covered then, and you know that it's going to be protected against any corrosion and protected against the rain. It also not only works on metal, but it does a surprisingly good job on the plastics as well. It activates some part of the plastic apparently, and you know, it sort of brings this faded sort of stuff back to black again. As you can see, it's really quick and really simple. Sometimes you do have to wipe over it afterwards, over the bike. When you first start it up, it might smoke a bit as well, but it isn't going to catch fire. It's not that sort of stuff, so hopefully not anyway. That's it with one of these good bits of kit. It's really, really simple. Make sure you wash it out afterwards. Obviously I normally blast a load of water through it at the end. This is so much better than a compressor, because with a compressor you can get water in the actual compressor cylinder and moisture, which yes, you can drain it, but you can't always get rid of it totally. So this is a much better way of doing it, and it's cheaper and it's easier to store, so it's got a lot of things going for it. Okay, thank you for watching, and see you next time. Cheers.